welcome to another episode of the Heirloom Library. Pull up a chair, maybe get some tea or whichever you like to drink, and come join me. So today I am going to be reading and showing you this book. This is actually from 1842. This is the first in what they called at that time the Christian Family Magazine, or the Parents and Children's Annual. And this was published in 1842. And I'll just read a little bit here in the beginning. It says that the magazine is an annual, and their plan is not only to send abroad an able, cheap, spirited periodical that may go to the families of the poor and the parlors of the rich, but to make a beautiful Christian family annual of standard value. The work will be tastefully bound for the approaching season of presents, Christmas and New Year's, and for sale at our office at $1.25, which then was pretty expensive, but I guess it worked because I have not the whole series, but I have quite a number of these books. And I believe the intent was to be able to provide families with, if you will, a book of entertainment. Some of these people obviously lived in cities where there was more things to do, but I'm sure quite a few lived in a rural community where there really wasn't as much. And the family could gather, and this was a series of quite a few articles, lots of articles actually. There's just one page here and goes on to another. So quite a few articles. It has songs, and then it also has some beautiful illustrations. Here's one of the songs, and then the illustration. So it's got, this is titled, let's see here, I can't even read it, it's kind of faded out, but there's an illustration, and then next to that is one of these beautiful woodcut flowers, which this is the lily of Palestine, and they have a little, in this case, a little poem to go along with it. And really just a beautiful, look at this one here. This is the tulip and the butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just gorgeous? So they were, it was a way to come into the home and be able to read and have kind of an interesting combination of different things in one book. So, and I think this one also has, if I can find it, a description of a bride. Oh, here's one where a dog is saving a child. And then next to that is a black heart cherry. So I thought I would also, I went on AI today, because I thought it'd be fun if we could talk a little bit about what was happening in 1842. And one of the things it says here actually about this particular book was they were experiencing a media boom, and printing technology had finally become cheap enough that publishers could target specific niches, such as the Christian Family Magazine. And then it has also, because I put in there the beautiful woodcut flowers, and it said that was very trendy. In 1842, it was a Victorian obsession with florography, the language of flowers. It was just taking off in America. And magazine companies competed fiercely to include hand-colored botanical plates because they were expensive to produce and highly prized. And to a reader in 1842, a picture of a flower wasn't just pretty, it carried a moral or spiritual lesson. And in fact, let me just come back to here a minute. The beginning where it talks about what's going to be available in the in this book says, because I know it said here, that the proprietor begs to say to the subscribers as to what's so costly, but that they plan on putting in these beautiful flowers and illustrations, which are expensive to produce. So that is, again, one of the things that they talked about with, the cost of this book. And the other interesting thing I saw here was Charles Dickens captivates the nation in January of 1842. I don't think I realized that Charles Dickens, actually visited America. I really did not realize that. And it says here he was treated like a modern rock star. Everyone from presidents to rural families were reading his stories. And of course, his focus was on family virtue and the plight of children, which of course we know. And that influenced American family magazines. And the Second Great Awakening also was shape-shifted daily life, and this was a massive religious revival. So, and that kind of talks about, again, what's in here, because it's pretty much all of those articles are how you might conduct your life, and they're directed at young men and women, or young girls, and then women, men, and a lot of it goes from education, marriage, death of a child, orphans. Pretty much covers quite a bit, but it really focuses on what your lifestyle should be at that point in time. So I thought you would enjoy that little peek into 1842. I was actually going to see if I had anything out of my antiques to put with this, but I actually don't own anything of that period that certainly from a porcelain or anything. I have my antique drop leaf table from the 1700s, but yeah, as far as anything small, I don't even have anything other than this wonderful book. So I hope you enjoyed it, and you will please subscribe, join our community, and love to hear if you have any questions. Just let me know, and I'll be sure to answer you. And thank you for visiting with me today, and hope we'll see you next time. Thank you.